So there, I think, uh, so what's the difference between really judgment and discernment? Where is that line? I would say that that line, we need to look to Jesus because there was so much that happened where he went and interacted with people, and the people he interacted with were the sinners, the tax collectors. It wasn't the healthy, it was the sick that needed him. And as he went to these people, he didn't judge them, even though he could have. He's really the only one who could judge because Jesus was God. He is God. And we can't judge others. It says that in Matthew, by the rod we judge others, we too will be judged. So if we judge someone based on whatever, the shoes they wear, we too will be judged on the shoes we wear. I mean, it's very literal. And we can take that physically and spiritually, whereas if we're judging someone else on their sin, we're going to be held accountable by that same measure. And even on a greater scale, we might be saying, okay, I'm going to judge you on lying, so I'll be held accountable on lying. Well, it's okay, I don't lie, so I know I'm safe. That's not what that means. That's even greater of a perspective. Sin is sin. And so if I'm judging you on lying, God's saying, okay, you're judging their sin. That means I'm going to judge you on your sin. You may never have told a lie, but you're still going to be judged just like they would be because sin is sin in God's eyes. And so where is that line of sin, of judging and discernment? And like I said, we look to Jesus for that. On how did he speak to the people he not only taught, but also the people he healed. And the ones he said, your sins are forgiven, even though he knew what they did, he didn't judge them. It's because he came at them from a position of love. And so, especially like as parents with children or grandparents with grandchildren or friends, if we're speaking to them from a position of love and caring and just making sure that that's how we're communicating with them, and that might mean talking to one person who may be very direct and talking to someone else who is a little more sensitive, you might have to use two completely different sets of vocabulary because the direct person isn't going to want all of the fluff and the nonsense. They're going to be like, no, cut to the point. And this person is not going to want to hear like what you're doing is wrong. They're going to want to hear like, well, maybe you should think about this, or maybe how would it make this person feel? And this person would be driven nuts by that. And so you do need to cater that. And as long as you're coming at them from a position of love, and then also making sure you check yourself. You have to examine your own heart, because in that you'll know it's like remove the plank from your eye before going to the speck of sawdust in someone else's eye. God's saying, look at yourself. Examine your heart. Make sure that you're right with God, that you're working through your issues. None of us are perfect. And so we all have things we struggle with. Are you working on them? Are you ignoring them? Or are you thinking, oh no, they're fine, I just justify my sin? And that's what it is. If we're working on our own problems and seeking God, then we can go help these other people. And as long as we're in a good position to do that and we come at them with love, just like Jesus did, then I don't think we'll be guilty of judgment.